So this video was recorded before the Game Awards, where the Joker from Persona 5 was announced to be the first DLC fighter for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and Reggie did say that the other characters will be something similar, where they will be brand new characters to the series. So I'm not really sure whether what I will be talking about in this video will be likely to happen, but I'm still going to upload this video nonetheless because I still feel like this should happen. So yeah, hopefully you do enjoy this video, and let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section below. Should the Octolings be a DLC fighter for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? So I'm going to let you watch the rest of this video where I put my case for the Octolings to join the roster. Now, in the run-up to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, I did make a video talking about how I wanted to see the Octolings get into the roster. I thought it would be cool if they got in as an Echo Fighter, but of course the roster is full. There is no more space for Echo Fighters. The DLC will not be getting any more Echo Fighters. They will just be new fighters. So in this video, I want to argue and propose that I think the Octolings should be one of those 5 DLC characters that will be coming as part of the Season Pass. I think because Sakurai, he did confirm that Nintendo themselves, and not necessarily Sakurai, they will be picking out the 5 DLC characters. I feel like the Octolings, they do stand a good chance of getting in. Now at this moment in time, the Octolings are represented in 2 formats in the actual game itself. You have the Octolings in the enemy format from the first game as a spirit, and you have Agent 8 as a spirit as well. When I talk about Octolings, I pretty much mean Agent 8. I want to see Agent 8 as a playable character. This is something that did get discussed on my Twitter account quite a few weeks ago. I know Baton the Bootleg probably have pronounced your name wrong, and Jatin Joge, they did talk to me about why not us getting Octolings as a playable character, and I definitely feel like Nintendo, they might select Octolings as a playable character. Splatoon is really popular in Japan, and Agent 8 as a playable character, I think it would go down well with the Japanese market. You have to remember that this DLC Season Pass will be sold in Japan as well, so there has to be some characters in there in the Season Pass that will be appealing to the Japanese market. And why not go with a Splatoon character? Splatoon 2 has sold 2.5 million units in Japan alone. The game itself is really popular on the Switch. It has sold 7 million units, I do believe around about 7.5 million units on the Switch itself worldwide. So I definitely feel like there is potential there for us to get playable Octolings in the roster. I think there is a possibility for us to get Agent 8 from the Octo expansion as one of those characters from the Season Pass. In terms of the moveset, they could go down 2 routes. Now in the artwork and in the amiibo, pretty much the male version of Agent 8 is carrying an Octo brush. The female version is using a charger. So maybe the moveset for an Agent 8 playable character will be based on that. But I have always had the idea that maybe we could see Splatoon 2 Inklings as an Echo Fighter, and pretty much those fighters will be using the Duelists from Splatoon 2, and they will have a unique mechanic where they can dodge roll. Now it has been confirmed that Echo Fighters, we will not be getting any more of them. Now I kind of feel like it would make sense if Agent 8 did make its way into the roster. I kind of feel like it would make sense to represent Splatoon 2 in the Agent 8 playable character. I kind of feel like it would make sense to make it different from the Splatoon 1 Inkling if basically the Agent 8 male or female form maybe you could select what form you want to take. It would be an alternate costume, whether you want to be the male or female version. Maybe you could have the male sort of Octoling hairstyles like the Bob Ross sort of afro. You got the other Octoling hairstyle in there as well. But maybe to represent Splatoon 2, maybe they would implement the duelers and the dueler sort of dodge roll mechanic in Agent 8 playable character. Now that it has been confirmed that we will not be getting any more Echo Fighters, it makes sense to do that in Agent 8 playable character. So I kind of feel like the moveset, having that dodge roll mechanic, it would be different enough from the Splatoon 1 Inkling for it to feel like a brand new character. And in terms of the final smash, we could get, well, we should definitely get a special weapon from the second game. And I feel like two good candidates for that is the Booyah Bomb. That would be really cool to see. And also the Ultra Stamp. But having thought about the Ultra Stamp a little bit more, maybe the Ultra Stamp would be too much like the hammer sort of weapon or the hammer item currently in Smash Brothers. Maybe we could have a different special weapon to represent the second game. Maybe we could get the Splashdown. That would be really cool for a special weapon. One special weapon I don't want to see is the Stingray. That is too much like the Killer Whale, so I don't want to see the Stingray get represented. I kind of feel like there are enough good special weapons in Splatoon 2 for us to not get the Stingray. So yeah, I think it would be really cool if we did get Agent 8 as a playable character. I kind of feel like because Agent 8 is a spirit, I don't think it would take away its chances of getting in as a playable character. Some of the other playable characters in the game at the moment also have spirits, so that is why I feel like Agent 8 still has a chance of getting in the roster. So yeah, of course, if Agent 8 does make its way to the game, that would mean we would get a brand new Splatoon stage. Why not us get a stage based on a level in the Octo expansion? I kind of felt like the final boss level from the Octo expansion, that would be a really good stage idea, but I don't think they would do that. I guess the most iconic levels would be where you have to defend the orb. That was definitely like one of the most iconic levels in there. You got Gold Power Station, that was one of the most talked about levels in there. Also you had another Defend the Orb stage later on in the Octo expansion as well. And also you do have the 8-ball level in there as well. I think in an Octo expansion stage, you definitely do need to have Sea Cucumber maybe blowing up, someone actually playing through the level in the background. That would be really cool to see. Having Agent 8 as a playable character, it would mean us getting more Splatoon music as well. I think it would be really cool if we got Octo expansion music, especially Fly Octo Fly, Shark Bites and Dead Fish's music. So yeah, based on all of the stuff I have talked about, I think it would be really cool for us to get Octolings as a playable character, as one of those DLC fighters from the Season Pass. I think it would be really cool for us to get the Octolings, and because Nintendo themselves are picking out those DLC characters, I kind of feel like there is a good chance that they will pick a character from a new IP like Splatoon that is selling really well worldwide. I think Nintendo will want to focus on some of the newer games that have come out recently, and maybe on some future Switch titles as well. So I feel like Agent 8 definitely does have a good chance of getting in the roster. But let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section below. I haven't really heard that many people talking about this, to be honest with you. Whenever I have heard people talking about what DLC characters they think will be coming, they always just stick to Banjo and Kazooie. Some people saying Steve from Minecraft. I probably will talk more about my ideas for other DLC characters for Smash Bros Ultimate in another video where we'll be talking about ARMS. I will be basically making a separate video talking about that soon on the channel probably. So yeah, let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section below. It makes sense to me, but maybe you guys feel completely different. So yeah, I feel like the Octolings deserve a place in the roster. And yeah, I think having that dodge roll mechanic, having a special weapon from the second game, it will make it different enough from the Splatoon 1 Inklings. So yeah, having also the alternate costumes, having gear being released in the second game, that would be cool to see as well. Maybe it could be gear that got released to celebrate the Halloween Splatfest we got, the Splatterween event, and maybe even the Frosty Fest Splatfest event as well. So that would be really cool to see, but let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And that is it for this video, and I will see you next time, hopefully.